Okay guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm very sorry that I didn't do this live stream. This is actually something I wanted to do live stream, but the game took a while and I was working on the board, and so we're going to talk a little bit about my strategy in this game, and then we're going to talk about the Conquest board, and then we're going to talk about my long-term projections for my collections and card collections and stuff like that, what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. So let's start with this game. It's really important, just like in real baseball, that you let the pitcher come to you. So if he's not giving you a good pitch, like, do not swing at it, because if, let's say he's in a 2-0 count, it forces him to go in the zone to give you something good to look at, swing at, and obviously I start out this game with a double with Altuve, which was super cool. We're only going to stick in this game. We're going to go to two or three different things in this video. Three different things in this video. So we're only going to be in this game for a couple minutes. You can see I got jammed right there, but it advances Altuve to third base, so he accomplished his mission to a degree. And so no matter what, I do want to score this run. I'm on third base with one out. So once again, I'm going to let the pitcher come to me. And he came to me right away. Luckily, I wedged that little single right around the second baseman. Now we're skipping towards the second inning right here. And here's Carlos Correa. This is a really cool at-bat because this is right there. Luckily, I held up on that, which created a 1-0 count, which comes into play in just a second here. Now it's a 2-0 count. I'm still not convinced he's gonna pitch inside the zone, but I am looking in the zone only, and he's outside of the zone again. 3-0 count. So it would have been a 2-1 count where he had some wiggle room, but with 3-0 count, he's gonna go in the zone here. And I used power swing right there, and I got lucky there. Hit it over the short porch. So I'm winning 2-0. And now it's the bottom of the third inning, and you can see actually there's something called clutch, player clutch, and it goes up really high in the bottom of the last inning. And so you're going to expect a lot of base hits, even home runs with player clutch. So you have to be really careful. So this is my last at bat here with Cameron Maybin. DJ LeMahieu obviously got that bloop single. So right there, 0-2 count. Inside slider, gets him swinging. You do want to attack, I believe, on the first pitch and then start working your way inside fastball, and then finally an inside slider. That's pretty much, there's my little reward right there from playing that game. Also, I'm in Conquest mode, so I acquired the fans. So I will explain Conquest mode to a degree in just a second as soon as we collect this reward. There's my stubs. I have about over 1 million stubs, and you can see with the 11th inning program, I'm 870 points in out of a maximum 1,500 points, which I probably will never get. Right there, I have 1 million fans in that little zone, and that's their stronghold or their fortress. So they have 10 million. So I want to reallocate. You can skip these phases by pushing the options button. You can go, like right now I can do automatic attack. I can go into stealing fans. Actually, I never use steal fans. So when you see me, you can skip phases anytime you want. So I skip the steal fans, and now I'm in reinforce. So those are the millions of fans that I won in that last game. And so I'm gonna reinforce the little tiny zone right next to the New York stronghold. And so when it goes back into attack phase, at least I have a chance of winning. Also, if I reinforce that little tiny zone right next to the New York stronghold, then I don't have to play legend mode. I can play something like, all-star, or veteran, or whatever. So it's really hard to play in legend mode. The other modes are okay. I'm okay with playing an all-star and stuff like that. So you can see I'm spreading out my fans across the board. So then when the auto attacks come, then I can win some of those automatic games. And I like to play in automatic games as much as I can. So there's a couple ways I could really super reinforce the center, or I can kind of sparse it out. And then when I get auto attacks coming at me, I might lose some of those games. So you can see I'm just sparsing out or just kind of like parceling out and kind of spreading out all of the millions of fans into those different zones. The point is to conquer the entire map. So obviously right here I'm going to skip to the attack phase, and you can see here I have 4 million fans in that little zone. In their stronghold they have 10 million, so I have to play Hall of Fame or Legend. I don't want to do that. I just want to explain it to you guys. So I can either go into the move fans phase and put more fans into that little zone so I can play in all-star mode instead of legend. And, okay, here's auto attacks right here. Look at the bottom. I just won that against New York. Okay, San Diego won against Texas. Miami won that one. Texas won that one. Miami won that one. All auto attacks. I just won that against Colorado, so I get those fans. I just won that against New York. Okay, Cleveland just beat New York right there. All these auto attacks going on right there. See, I just won 3 in a row against New York, and the last 4 games in a row, I beat 3 against New York and 1 against the Rockies. Okay, Steel Fans phase, I skip it. I do not use Steel Fans phase because I don't understand how it does anything but waste my time. It's probably something I need to work on myself, but I just don't understand Steel Fans phase, and I also don't feel like I've needed it. Okay, so I'm going to reinforce because obviously if you see here, by all those auto attacks, I just got a quick 10 million more fans. So I'm going to reinforce that area right there. You could reinforce center or you could reinforce edges, but you want to make sure that you have enough in each one of these little hexagons in order to kind of evade auto attacks. So I know right now, you know, Colorado's been attacking me, New York's been attacking me. And the whole point of doing this, besides having fun, is to get the rewards that are involved in it. So there's some experience points, rewards, and I like anything that's automatic. I like these little 3-inning games, and I like the automatic mode. That's why I'm sharing this with you guys. Sorry, once again, it's not live stream. It's not as much fun, you know, in a video mode, but I just wanted to get this information out to you guys. Okay, right now, as you can see, bottom left, I'm still in the attack mode. And I can skip the phase anytime I want. It's up to you. You control it. Okay, right there. Houston versus New York, 6 million versus 10 million. I don't feel like it's reinforced enough. There we go. 6 million versus 1 million. Their other hexagon to the side, not the stronghold. I'm going to do automatic, so I don't have to play the 3 innings, and I win that. So now I beat New York 4 times in a row, and the Rockies 1 time. I think I lost once, but I've won 5 out of 6 games. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Here's the loss. There you go. New York won that attack. So I've won 5 out of the last 6. Let's look for Houston again. Oh, Miami beat me 5 out of the last 7. That's because I'm not strong enough next to Miami yet. You see that little 1 in the hexagon? Okay, right here. Okay, now I've won 6 out of the last 8. I kind of need to strengthen that area next to Miami. At the bottom right. Okay, let's see if it's an auto attack. Okay, now I'm going to go into the reinforce phase, I believe. I'm just checking their stronghold versus mine. Play game. No, I'm not going to play that. The highest I want to play is All-Star. I don't want to play Hall of Fame or Legend. Okay, I'm going to skip the Steel Fans. I'm going to go into the reinforce. And that little hexagon right next to the Yankees, I'm going to put a bunch of fans. And you can see there. Now, if I played that game automatically, I can do a couple things. I can either play that game automatically, or I can play it, but then I don't have to play it in All-Star or Legend. See, I mean Hall of Fame or Legend. I can play that in All-Star now because it's 11 million versus 11 million. So that's the thing about sparsing out the fans. And it might seem confusing at first, and I'm still a little bit confused, but you can see that I have 31 territories in the bottom right, and I have 74 million fans. And you really want to mess around with that auto attack so you can get these games done instantly. But you have to know how to parcel out your fans and spread them out for auto attacks. Okay, so that's all I'm going to talk about. about Conquest. Now here's the one of the rewards that came from Conquest. All right, Edgar Santana, Eloy Jimenez. Okay, Craig Stammen. Okay, and I got a gold player here, as you can see. Gold players sell for a minimum of 1,000, diamonds for a minimum of 5,000. And I was kind of hoping it was Kevin Newman, but it was Jamison Taillon. And I'm going to quick sell him. I'm not going to mess around with the market and try to get a few hundred extra. I don't really want to deal with transactions that are like under 2,500 too much. I know there's a lot of hypocrisy if you see me doing those little 25 sales. It's kind of like an automatic click thing, but when it comes to actually going in the marketplace and doing transactions that you have to buy and sell, that I don't really want to mess around with anything that's under 2,500 per transaction. I should even think a lot bigger than that. I have had transactions that are like 20 and 30,000. Maybe I've had like a 28,000 profit in one transaction. This right here, now we're going to talk about Gurriel. I really want that card. And this is his area right there, July, under moments, under monthly moments or something like that, monthly awards. And even if you complete that, you're not going to get Gurriel. You're going to get another card that leads towards Gurriel, which was very disappointing for me to find out. But you actually have to complete this area. I've priced it out. I have to spend at least 100,000 in stubs in order to get that 97 Gurriel on the left right there. It's a card I really wanted. I also get that lightning bat that was super cool. But this now, besides the Gurriel, we're going to talk about Honus Wagner, and if I decided to chase Honus Wagner down. But this first four, the finest Honus postseason and signature teams, you can kind of erase that for now, but you have to collect the rookie, the breakout, the all-star, the veteran, the bottom seven, which is kind of spread out in 1, 5, 1. But the bottom seven you have to collect. And you can see here, there's sometimes like 60 and 80 cards per whatever. So you can do like 70 times 7, for example. So you have to collect something like 490 cards to get Honus Wagner. And at the end of the day, I will have all these super, super cool cards. These 490 beautiful cards. But it leads down to Honus Wagner. So overall, I've kind of decided not to chase down Honus Wagner. But I might, before the year's out and the new game comes, I might just say, you know what? I want every signature series player. So right now, see where it says auto select, and you can see I have 12 out of the 25 right there. Well, I guess it's not 70 other. It's not 490 cards. Maybe it's just 300. I'm not sure. I didn't do the math on it, and I didn't do the calculation on it. But it's a lot of cards. Oh, there's postseason. There was only 15 cards. So it's a lot of work. So if I can whittle it down and I can figure out a way to get towards it, I might take Honus Wagner. But overall, I've kind of decided to back off him a little bit. But I'm going to look at the easiest section here, whether it's the 15 cards, the 30 cards, and see if I can even do that. And I kind of want the signature cards also. So, so there's some cards that lead towards Honus Wagner that I really, really want. So I might mess around with like collecting like breakout. Oh, here's the signature cards right here. These cards are just beautiful. And so if I push auto select right there, you can see I have 23 of the 60 signature cards already. So I don't have to buy 60, I only have to buy 37 to get every, and you get the voucher, and those 7 vouchers lead towards Honus Wagner. But it's a lot of work, where I have to decide whether I'm going to collect Honus Wagner, Gurriel, and how many stubs that takes. But I have a feeling it takes like over 1 million stubs easy. I know that for me, when I did Pudge Rodriguez, Willie Mays has been one of my favorite cards. And Rogers Hornsby, also one of my favorite cards. That took almost probably like near just under 1 million stubs. So it was absolutely crazy to get those. But my four or five favorite cards to this day is all the old timers. Like let's just remove the pitchers now, but the players like Willie Mays, Rogers Hornsby, Ted Williams, Ichiro, and I'm missing somebody, and Lou Gehrig. Those five cards have been my absolute five cards that I've been just absolutely in love with. And so if you can't collect Rogers Hornsby, Willie Mays, and Pudge Rodriguez, I highly recommend that you spend a few extra stubs and get Lou Gehrig and Ted Williams. Ted Williams you can get for about $70,000, and Lou Gehrig, or I'm sorry, Ted Williams 70. Lou Gehrig's going up a little bit. I paid 116,000 stubs, but I do think that now you're going to have to pay about 126. So try to get Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig's a beast. But if you can somehow get those two and build around them, you can put even like an Altuve or a Gurriel or whatever. But Lou Gehrig's a first baseman, so you wouldn't use Gurriel. But Gurriel's a journeyman. I think Gurriel can play like left field, shortstop, third base, right field. He definitely doesn't play center field. Anyway, that's my video, and hopefully you guys liked it. Take care. Sorry it wasn't live stream once again. Please push that like button, and see you next time.